And welcome back everybody, this is Gamer 1995 and this time we are doing Indigo Prophecy. This is a game that was made by Quantic Dream back in, I believe, 2005. It was originally made for the PS2, PC, and the Xbox, but it has been ported over to the next generation consoles. Anyway, this was the first game that I've ever played that was story-based instead of gameplay-based. I am not going to talk too much through this one because, well, the audio is part of the story. Anyway, sit back and enjoy, and thank you for watching. One more thing. I have disabled the music audio for this, so you're not going to be getting as much of a story because every time I keep the music on there, I get a copyright strike. And I don't feel like getting in trouble with YouTube, so I turned off the music. Alright, now that's out of the way, let's get back to this.
Things are never quite what they seem. We think we understand the world around us, but we really only see the outside, what it seems to be. I used to be just like you. I believed in humanity, the newspapers, soap commercials, politics, and history books. But one day, the world kicks you in the teeth, and you don't have any choice but to see things the way they really are. My name is Lucas Kane. My story is the one where an ordinary guy has something extraordinary happen to him. Maybe it was supposed to happen. Maybe it was my destiny or my karma or whatever. I know one thing for sure. Nothing's ever going to be the same again. It all started right here. Where else could it happen? New York, capital of the universe. The chessboard destiny chose for the last big game. I was just another pawn living my pawn's life. Until that night, when my life descended into chaos.
I always wondered, how big is that dude's bladder to have to be pissing for over 30 seconds like that? The music right here that you can't hear because I turned it off, it's supposed to help add to the suspense and to the drama. If you actually want to hear it, leave a message down in the comment section below after this video is uploaded, and I will upload it with the music from now on. From then on, sorry.
What have I done? I didn't want... It was like a dream.
And there's a cop right down there.
Quick. I've got to get out of here before somebody comes in here. It's barred up. I can't get out this way. I'm bleeding. I must have cut my wrist with the knife. Both of my forearms are cut, too. The knife. I've got to get rid of it. I need to get out of this neighborhood before the police get here.
Nobody goes anywhere. A crime has just been committed. I'm going to have to ask you to stay calm and wait here for the police to arrive and check your IDs.
Dog's Diner, that's it. Why do they always wait for me to go on duty before they start killing each other in the middle of the night?
Tyler, somebody gets murdered every day in New York.
But especially when I'm on night duty. It's as if every psycho in the city has it in for me.
If you want a bitch, do it inside. That way I don't have to freeze to death listening to it.
You're the boss, Carla.
In 5 years on the force, I've seen some murders. But you never really get used to death. You just learn to live with it, that's all. I still don't know if it was fatigue, or cold, or something else. But I clearly remember the bad feeling I got when I walked into that restaurant. As if some part of me already knew that this time, something was different. How's it going, McCarthy?
Evening, Inspector. I've been waiting for you. Hey, Tyler.
Hey, Martin.
So, what happened?
Homicide. I found the body in the toilets. I had to go before I went home.
Did anybody notice anything strange?
No, nobody saw anything.
Do we have a suspect?
A client left just before I found the body.
How was the victim killed?
With a blade, from what I could gather. But we should wait for the autopsy.
What were you doing here? Were you on duty?
I wasn't. I just happened to be here when the murder happened. I like to come by here after work. Kate's coffee is the best in the East End.
Is the body still there?
The boys from the morgue were waiting for you to get here before moving it. Nobody's been in the toilet since we found the body.
Were there other customers in the restaurant at the time?
Yeah, 2 other guys. I let them go home. I wrote down their names and numbers in case you wanted to question them.
Which table was the suspect sitting at?
Oh, he was sitting at that table over there.
Is that the waitress over there?
Yeah, Kate Morrison. I think that you should interrogate her. If you don't mind me saying, go easy on her.
Okay. She's a witness. You don't interrogate a witness if you're a police officer, detective, anything involving law enforcement. You question them. Interrogation is meant for suspects. And since everybody there knows she's not a suspect, but a witness, they're questioning them. I wish they would have done a little more research on this before they jumped at it, but hell, still a hell of a game.
Inspector, she's still in a state of shock.
Thanks for your help, Martin. It's late. I think you can go home and get some sleep.
I'm gonna wait until you're finished with Kate, if you don't mind. I want to make sure she gets home okay.
Kate? I'm Inspector Carla Valenti. I'm in charge of the investigation here. Would you mind answering a few questions?
No. Go ahead.
Have you been working here long, Kate?
It'll be 11 years next month. I've seen all sorts in this place. Down and outers, junkies, you name it. The till's been robbed a few times, but murder? That's a new one. Poor Johnny was such a nice guy.
Can you tell me anything about the customer who left just before they discovered the body?
He was just a normal guy. I didn't really pay any attention to him.
What was he like, Kate? Do you think you could describe him for me?
I only saw him for a few seconds. I guess he was about average height, fairly young. That's all I can remember.
What was the man doing before the murder happened?
He was there for a while. He was reading, I think.
Did you get the impression that John and the suspect knew each other?
No, I don't think they did know each other. The man had already been here a while when John came in. They didn't talk to each other. No, I'm almost certain that John didn't know him.
Do you know whether the victim had any enemies? Anybody that might want to kill him?
John was just a nice, normal guy. I can't see why anybody would want to kill him.
What happened before the murder? Did you notice anything unusual?
No. It was just a night like any other.
Can you tell me what you saw?
There weren't that many people tonight. It's usually pretty calm during the week. I was just chatting with Martin at the bar. I didn't even see John get up. Oh my God.
You have to try to be strong, Kate. I know that this has been a shock for you, but you're the only one who can help us find the suspect.
My shift was almost over. I was just chatting with Martin at the bar. John got up and went to the restroom. The man must have followed him, and then he must have snuck out afterwards because I didn't even see him leave.
What happened next?
Martin went to the restroom, and that's when he found John.
Did you happen to notice anything strange about the suspect's behavior before he went into the restroom?
No. Yeah, wait. Yes. I remember something. I came back at one point just to check whether he needed anything. He didn't answer me. He just stared straight ahead. It was weird. I didn't push it. I thought maybe this guy is a little crazy. God. If I had only known.
Do you think that you would recognize the suspect?
I'll never forget that face.
Perfect. Do you think that you could come down to the station tomorrow and help us construct a likeness of the killer?
Yeah. I'll do whatever you think I can to help catch him.
Thank you very much for your help, Kate.
I hope you find the bastard who did it. People like that just don't deserve to live.
Regarding her comment right there, New York does not have a death penalty, so even if caught, Lucas would only be spending the rest of his life either in an insane asylum or stuck in a prison cell. There is no death penalty in New York.
Promise you, we'll do everything in our power to find him. Go home now and try to get some sleep. Martin will make sure you get home okay.
Good night.
Huh. Here's his fork, but where's the knife? Traces of blood. The killer was at this table. He came back and sat down after the murder. Garrett, there are traces of blood in this booth.
Okay, I'll go take a look.
A cup of coffee and a soft drink? That's weird. He's a caffeine addict, or else he wasn't alone. Oh well, the coffee's not on the bill. A book. The Tempest by Shakespeare. If this is his, it's a pretty weird book for a killer to be reading. Garrett, there's a book under this table. Why don't you check it out for prints?
You got it, Carla. It's pretty funny seeing you on the job at this hour, Tyler. What, you fall out of bed?
Yeah, don't make me laugh, Garrett. My lips are chapped.
You look hammered, Tyler.
Yeah, this is my third night on call in a row. You know me, man. If I don't get my beauty sleep, it's Zombie City.
You should be out of here pretty soon now.
You don't know Carla. She's capable of keeping everybody up till breakfast. And she is by far the most stubborn girl I ever met. Martin says this was the guy's table. Steak and fries. Looks like he barely touched his food. Bizarre.
What?
Well, he still has his credit card and $100 in cash on him. I guess the killer wasn't after his money.
Just what exactly are you doing, Tyler?
I'm checking for clues. What do you think? Hey, I think there's some blood in the sink.
Maybe the killer washed up before he left.
Yeah, could be.
Do you know if anyone has contacted the family?
Not as far as I know. Oh, right. I get it. I'll take care of it.
Tyler?
What? This is a restroom, isn't it?
No, this is a crime scene.
It's cool. I'm done. Must be all that coffee I've been drinking to try and stay awake.
Blood on the mop. The killer must have used it to clean up the mess. Why would he risk getting caught to do that? Why is there blood here?
Did you find anything?
Possibly. I don't understand why there would be blood here.
Maybe it belongs to the victim.
Not likely. Get Garrett to analyze it, then we'll know for sure. A table knife covered in blood. Obviously the murder weapon. Killer used his silverware to stab his victim? That would seem to indicate that the murder wasn't premeditated. Tyler, there's a knife hidden here. It might be the murder weapon. Get Garrett. Make sure he checks for prints and identifies the blood on the blade.
Okay.
Several wounds on the left side of the chest, in the area of the heart. They appear to be knife wounds.
No trace of a struggle. Looks like the guy was taken totally by surprise.
Frank, can you verify all of the calls that came through this phone tonight?
You got it, Carla.
Hey, Garrett. Carla wants you to verify 2 or 3 things. Don't worry, I wrote it all down on this paper so you wouldn't forget.
I had a feeling that Carla was gonna keep us up a little longer.
Tyler, I'm gonna take a look outside. Good evening, sir.
Whoa! Hey, babe. What can I do for you?
Someone was killed in that restaurant tonight. Did you happen to see anything or anyone unusual?
Did I see something? Huh. I don't see nothing. I mind my own business.
Cold enough for you?
Yeah, well, luckily I got this to keep me warm. You want a little splash?
Okay, I'm gonna go try to get someplace warm. Take care of yourself. Blood. The killer is wounded. Not much chance of finding anything this far from the restaurant. I'm gonna head back. Hey, Garrett. Hey, Frank. How's it going?
Hey, Carla.
Hey, Carla.
So, you guys find anything?
We took some samples here and there. We're almost finished. We were just waiting for you before we took the body away.
You ready to go, Tyler? I think I've seen everything I need to see.
Are you sure? We can take another look around if you want.
No, we're good. Let's head home.
Okay, let's bust.
It's time to get back to the car. I'm dead tired.
A nightmare. It was all just a horrible nightmare. I didn't kill anyone. I wasn't dreaming. It all really happened. I'm gonna get ready and go to work. Oh, my head. Feels like somebody shoved a steel bar in my brain and then melted it. Gotta make it stop. The sheets are full of blood. I can't go back to bed. I'm not tired anyway. This will hide the blood, in case anyone comes in the room. I'll change the sheets later. That should help my migraine. Notice reads, "Don't take with alcohol."
Oh yes, it is the dead of New York winter. Let's have the window open while we sleep.
Hello?
Lucas, it's good to hear from you. I I thought I'd call to find out if maybe you wanted to go to Mom and Dad's tomb together. And to be honest, I thought it might be a good excuse to get back in touch with you.
I need to see you, Marcus. I'm in big trouble.
What are you talking about, Lucas? What happened?
I can't really talk about it on the telephone. It's serious, Marcus.
I'll meet you in half an hour at the park.
See you there. The clothes that I was wearing last night, they're covered in blood. I'd better not leave them there.
As you can see, Lucas is a little bit jumpy right now, but that's because he took a life. Anyone who's actually taken a life, and they haven't done it for a while.
I'll grab them when I'm ready to leave.
Soldier, civilian who's defending themselves, police officer, it doesn't really matter. It's not the act that gets to them. It's living with it afterwards, and that's what Lucas is experiencing right here. A breakdown of his mental state. And now that I've explained that, I really do feel that I need to shut up, so I will let this go.
New York police, please open the door. Hey, what's that? Stay where you are and put your hands in the air.
These images in my head. I must be losing my mind.
Yesterday, at 7:30 p.m.
Lucas, it's Tiffany. I thought maybe I'd pop over tomorrow night after I leave the hospital and pick up a few things. Well, call me back.
New York police. Please open the door.
The police. They know. They've come to arrest me.
Okay. I know I said I need to shut up, but I feel as though I need to talk about that part there. Even if they have all the evidence in the world for a murder investigation right there at the crime scene, it still takes days, if not weeks, to sort through it. DNA tests are not spontaneous or within a day like they are in any of the crime shows that people may watch. Those DNA tests can take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks, sometimes even a month or two if the DNA is degraded enough. And so, even if you go out right now and kill someone, you leave behind a bunch of evidence, they will find you, but it'll take some time.
Are you Lucas Kane?
Yes.
Mr. Kane, the neighbors heard yelling from your apartment. Is there a problem?
Oh, yeah, that was me. I cut myself on some broken glass, and I freaked out a little. Fortunately, it wasn't a really big deal.
Would it be all right if I took a little look around your apartment?
Whatever. Go ahead.
And right there, you don't have to give a police officer permission to search your house, search your car, whatever.
What happened to your wrist, sir?
I told you I had a stupid accident with some broken glass.
Holy cow. When you cut yourself, you go all the way, don't you? Thank you for your cooperation. Sorry to have bothered you, sir. You know how it is. With everything that's been going on, we prefer to be careful.
I understand.
Go on, Mr. Kane.
The body of a man was discovered in the restroom of an East End restaurant. The victim was stabbed several times with a steak knife, while just yards away, other customers were calmly eating their meals. Investigators are already on the trail of a suspect who fled the scene just before the body was discovered. Police have no other comment for the time being, but stay tuned for updates into this.
The victim was stabbed several times with a steak knife. Stabbed several times with a steak knife.
Massacre in East End restaurant. An especially horrible murder was committed last night in the restroom of a local restaurant. The killer...
Anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching. This is Dykeman Gamer 1995, Skjord, signing off.